This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone. This is a milestone, episode 149. I am Phil, joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of the Procreation, it is!
I haven't mastered it quite yet, but hey, I'm Matt. Hey.
Well, you must have mastered something, because that's right, kids. Before we get to issue 60, yes. Soon, before the year is out, I don't know when, soon, before the year is out, this will be a full, complete set of dad jokes.
Yes.
Hey, you mastered the dad joke. You're halfway there.
We'll see. Yeah. I've justified my behavior.
So congratulations, Matty Kona.
Yep, congrats.
Thank you, everybody in the Capes and Lunatics family for coming. Oh, stop.
Yeah, I remember when I messaged you that day. I think I mentioned it to Ray, and Ray's like, "Is it a secret? Can I say something to him?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like pretty sure." I'm like,
Yeah.
His wife put something on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's not a secret.
That was the official press release, I guess. Yeah. Let her know. So, yep, you can look forward to many future episodes where I say, guys, I'm sorry, hang on. I haven't been sleeping. What are you talking about? Hang on. I gotta go do this. Wait, hang on.
Remember the last time we talked to Ray and Finn was sick? Yeah, that's gonna be you soon, Yeah. This one didn't sleep last night.
You know what?
Don't let people scare you, man. It's survivable. It's hard, but it's survivable.
Yeah, just don't expect a lot of sleep in the first couple months. It'll be all off.
All right.
But you got this, man. You got this.
Thanks. I gotta try it. But I'm gonna do a preemptive. Hang on, I'll be right back because I have to get the plug for my laptop. Very unprofessional, but hang on, I'll be right back.
How is he gonna have a kid? He can't even remember his power cord.
So we're waiting on him to come back. Read anything good this week?
Not yet. Well, it's Tuesday night, so getting comics tomorrow.
Did you read anything good last week?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's kind of a small week last week. They're still teasing us with that Spider-Man stuff, Are they gonna redo the marriage thing, or Harry Osborn's back from hell or wherever the Osborns come from? I don't know.
When was that story?
What?
The undoing all the marriage.
Oh, One More Day. That was
Day.
That was at the end of 2007. So it's pretty much, it's almost to the day, like 13 years ago.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, I was very much a Hal Jordan fan. It took 10 years for him to come back. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you see the whole DC thing now with I guess it came out today, but I'll get it tomorrow. That Dark Knight's Death Metal 7 came out, and I guess I've heard the rumors, but I guess now it's not just a multiverse; it's gonna be an omniverse. So anything and everything goes. There could be multiple Earth ones, and
Okay.
So anything in DC continuity you've ever read from Action Comics #1 until now, it's all fair game now, I guess.
It all happened. Well, since it's an omniverse, that means the new universe is in there. If the new universe is in there, that means Impact Comics, Valiant.
I'm just waiting.
Marvel.
I'm just waiting. Warner's just sell Disney outright. Let Disney buy it. I'm telling you, man. Disney needs to buy DC. I mean, think about it. I mean, come on. I want my Batman in the Secret Avengers book already. Come on.
I don't even know. Marvel has made billions and billions of dollars off of the comics. Why can't they? I mean, the operating budget of Marvel Comics has to be like a rounding error on one of the Marvel movies, right?
Oh yeah. But I mean, yeah, just Disney got how much more money they get. Then maybe they can put out a decent Wonder Woman sequel. Matt, did you watch the end of Wonder Woman yet?
I did not. I didn't get to it. No.
I see it was important to you.
It's just I just haven't got to it. I don't know. I have no legitimate excuses. She already watched it. My wife was up for the whole time, waving a giant Israeli flag dressed as Wonder Woman, and I was asleep, and so I haven't gathered up 2.5 hours to see it through again. But I did watch a little bit of the first episode of the TV series of Wonder Woman on HBO Max, though.
They put that on there, yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I keep meaning to go back to watch it. I haven't watched that in many years.
It's pretty fun. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's weird now because Mandalorian season finale. The season finale of Discovery is coming up this week.
Oh, is that the finale? Yeah.
Yeah. The other shows that we watch, their episode, The Expanse is the one that's still going, but so many of the other shows are just like we're on hiatus now.
But not this Friday, but next Friday on the 15th, WandaVision starts.
That's right. That's going to be something to look forward to.
Oh, wow.
do my homework, reading Vision and Scarlet Witch miniseries and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to. I do want to read the Tom King Vision series, but I
just reread that too. Yes, I hadn't read the whole thing before. Yeah, it was really good. Read that, and then there was a Scarlet Witch series. Was it 2015 or something around that time?
I kind of want to go back and watch all of Clone Wars, but we started. It got about 6 episodes in, and we're like, apparently it gets really good later, so we may just have to. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, mind-blowing awesome. But with this big, Ahsoka's getting her series. Boba Fett's getting his series. Mandalorian's coming back. There's going to be I think I read somewhere that there was talk of even a Luke Skywalker series. Did I see that, or did I just imagine that?
I don't know, because, weren't they talking? Obi-Wan. I know they were talking an Obi-Wan series. I don't know.
Yeah, an Obi-Wan series too. Yeah, which would take place, around Clone Wars time. Before A New Hope.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Luke Skywalker one. Oh, but I just saw this a few hours ago online. I need to find this comic. I think it's a 1995 comic, Captain America Collector's Preview. I just found it on Amazon. I might have to buy this. It's from '95. It looks like just on the cover, it's the first look at the Galactic Storm video game, and there's an old Cap story in there. But no, when I think I saw it on Facebook. Someone was saying, I guess there's an art there. I don't know if there's an interview or something in there. It's like Grunwald talking about the end of his Captain America run.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
Now there was were some books that came out around that had all the covers of every Fantastic Four, and I think they were going to do one for Captain America, but I don't know if it ever came out or got canceled. It was Fantastic, but it also had lots of information about the series because it was right around the time of Heroes Reborn. The series was ending.
Oh yeah. I think they I might have something about. Yeah. I think I might have that. Yeah. It's like Captain America Living Legend. There's something. Yeah, I remember those. I think I got the Captain America and the Fantastic Four one. Yeah. There might have even been an Iron Man one too. But yeah, they showed you different covers and like.
Yeah, and maybe it was the Avengers one that never came out because I think
maybe
one of them didn't come out yet. But I know there was a Fantastic Four one that did come out. I don't know if I got it.
Yeah, that sounds like I don't remember the Avengers one.
So Captain America Collector's Preview. I'm gonna have to get that then.
Yeah, like I said,
looking for that.
I didn't see it digitally, but yeah, I did find it on Amazon. Captain America Collector's Preview, but it's $5.95 on Amazon.
Cool.
Unless it's like haunting a dollar bin in the downtown Boston area somewhere.
Captain America Collector's Preview.
Yeah,
got to do a search for that now.
Like I said, it almost seems like probably like a Marvel age, but it seems like it's all coming. But yeah, Will was asking me if I read any good comics in the last week. Matt, did you read anything or?
I have not, unfortunately. Been doing a lot of running around in the holidays, so I haven't had that much time.
Well, William, did you read anything?
I read Thomas River by Doug Wagner, Brian Stelfreeze, and I can't remember the rest of the team. It was a Kickstarter book that came out not too long ago. So Brian Stelfreeze, of course, is freaking awesome as an artist. So yeah, I mean it was pretty good. And I think it was like a 48 page book. I was reading the digital version of it, but yeah, it was pretty good. Other than that, I've got some. What do I have over there? I got my order in, so I haven't really looked through it yet to see what to read, but there's always something good to read.
Oh, but there are a few books that may be of interest to us coming out tomorrow, like new Guardians of the Galaxy will be out, so I'll tell you if there's any Quasar sightings.
Cool.
Eternals #1 comes out tomorrow, so I don't know if anyone else is getting that, but I'll get it and read it and report back to you next week.
Awesome.
And Matt Icona, did you see who's going to be in Iron Man #5 tomorrow?
No.
The Scarlet Spider.
Ooh. Excitement. Maybe I'll have to take a wander over to the old comic book shop, pick up Iron Man #5.
Yep. I think it said something about Scarlet Spider and is it Frogman?
Oh, the Fabulous Frogman? Yes! Marvel Team Up. I have that issue. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
All right. Been dreading this since day one. Should we get to Quasar 60?
Sure.
I suppose.
That's right, kid.
Wait. We have to have a little spoilery discussion, I think. It's kind of a downer. Just saying.
Yeah, as I said, I'm real curious to hear what Ray has to say at the end because I don't think he's read this before this reading, so it's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be a fresh punch in the gut for Ray. I could just see him putting down the book and just being like, "What the F?" But yes, even says on the cover, "Fearless Final Issue: The Long Goodbye."
Yeah, indeed.
All right, so yes, Quasar #60, The Long Goodbye from July 1994. Way to start your summer, huh? Writer Mark Grunwald, pencil John Hebing, inks Aaron McClellan, letters Janice Chiang, colors Paul Beckman, editor Mike Rockwitz, group editor Ralph Macchio, editor-in-chief Tom DeFalco. See, DeFalco wasn't in the mood then.
Not even a jokey credit, yeah.
Yes. All right, so yeah, it picks up right where we left off. What was that, like 3 weeks ago at the end of 58?
Yes. It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
That was in the pit of 2020, wasn't it?
Yep. So yes, he's still hanging over the new universe Earth with his giant quantum letters. Because it says Earth, sort of. This is the Earth of another multiverse brought into this universe by the immense power of the Star Brand. It is an Earth that is home to 4 billion human beings native to the world and 1 human being native to our dimension's Earth. That human being is, or was, the girlfriend of Quasar, our Earth's preeminent cosmic champion. She is trapped on the planet below by an invisible, impenetrable barrier. Quasar is trying to say goodbye.
Damn.
So, yes, he looks thinking, how long am I going to torture myself? I'm here, she's there. I had a chance to breach the barrier, but I refused to pay the price. I could have given up my powers and responsibilities. Hey, Peter Parker. To be with Kayla forever, but I turned it down. End of story. Nothing more to do here except to erase my message to her and leave. And Quantum jumps out. He quantum jumps, traversing the breadth of the Milky Way galaxy in the blink of an eye. Earth, his Earth, the world where he and Kayla were born, but which Kayla would never see again.
Told you it was a downer.
I know. I'm swooping back down to Earth. It's my fault Kayla had to be sealed off from the rest of the universe behind that barrier. I was the one who inadvertently gave her the big bad Star Brand. No editor's note. Some protector of the universe I am, a menace to those I love. Can't let this happen ever again. Can't let anyone suffer because they got close to me ever again. I've got to leave this place for good, this planet for good. I've got to cut myself off from everyone I know and care about. I'll start here in my hometown. You see him fly by the Oshkosh water tower. Circle the city one last time. Try to etch it all into my memory. My elementary school, my grandparents' house, the local church, my neighborhood. Mr. Vaughn's neighborhood. My mom's house. Best I start here. This may be the hardest. I've got to be strong. Knock knock. Anybody home?
Wendell.
Winnie!
Hi, Mom. Hi, sis.
My brother, the superhero, finally graces us with a visit.
Not that you need one, but what's the occasion?
So, is this the first appearance we got of the sister? I know they met.
I think so.
But I think this is the first time we've actually. I don't
What
even
is she doing? Is she sketching her mom cooking?
Ah!
What is she doing?
Isn't she a college student?
I think she's
Maybe.
a college, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing homework, probably.
Doing some blank sheet homework.
I don't even remember the dad ever mentioning her. Like I said, I know she's been mentioned before, but I don't think the dad ever mentioned her.
Yeah.
She's not an alien. I don't care. So he goes, Mom, Gail, I've come to say goodbye. This may well be the last time you ever see me. They're all just, don't worry. No, don't worry. It's not like I'm dying or anything. I've been neglecting my responsibilities as protector of the universe, spending so much time here on Earth. It's time to get serious about my job, and that means leaving Earth full time.
We barely had a chance to see you while you were here.
I know, and if I had to do it again, I really would have visited more often. Look, I'm going to leave you with a quantum crystal. If you ever really, really, really need to communicate with me, a matter of life and death, just grasp it with 2 hands and think my name over and over. I'll be able to talk to you through it, okay? Well, that's about it. I'm going to miss you both. I love you.
Mom, can I have his room?
No, I'm turning it into a workout place. So.
So he can create a construct with that bands that all they have to do is grasp it and say his name over and over, and they can communicate.
Think it real hard.
Think it.
Yeah.
Man, that's some reception, man. It's better than 5G.
Yeah.
So he's flying away from the house. That ripped me apart. Better pull myself together before I do the next one. But meanwhile, in Kazakhstan, Russia, the stronghold of the eminent scientist Sergei Krylov, better known as the Presence, his daughter Lanya, alias Darkstar, and his wife Tanya, also called Starlight.
My son, dead. I can't bring myself to accept it. Translated from the Russian, Rushwitz.
Yeah, remember his son died during Star Blast. Remember to come back and fight it.
I killed the alien who did it to Mikhail, Father, but somehow it doesn't feel like enough.
And how came you and Mikhail to fighting this alien?
The American Quasar recruited us to help him battle some aliens who...
As shown in the Star Blast limited series, Rock Blast. Quasar! Once again, I hear his accursed name. Quasar met Prez in issue number 20 and number 45 and 46. Info Mike.
He makes me speak in editor's notes.
I did not know you knew him, Father.
Oh, yes, all too well. He probably planned to have Mikhail slain just to get back at me.
I'm not sure he knew you were related, but I agree with you that Quasar is ultimately responsible for this. He was the one who recruited Mikhail and me.
Use your Dark Force power, Lanya. It is time for retribution. Talia, wait here. If we are not back in 24 hours, it means Quasar vanquished us. At that time, you will find Quasar's family and kill them.
Yes, Sergey. Happy-go-lucky issue, huh, kid?
Yeah.
But meanwhile, back in New York City. Next stop, Ford Freedom Plaza, 13th floor. He just comes flying up to the window. Headquarters of Vaughn Tanaka Security Consultants and my closest friend, Ken.
Ooh, I didn't realize they made a full name change. Quasar. Wow, what are you doing here as Quasar? Phil and Brenna are going to suspect that you're the company founder.
Doesn't matter anymore, Ken. Ayla's not coming back. I lost her on an alien world, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Her family calls here every once in a while. What should I tell them?
Don't worry. I'll see them before I go. I'm leaving for good this time, Ken. Brenna, Phil, if Ken hired you, I know you must be the best. Take good care of the company. I wish I'd had the chance to get to know you better, or it all.
Me too.
Goodbye, buddy. Take care of yourself.
You too.
He gives him a family hug. Well, I'd best be, whoa, Nova!
Star of his own monthly book, Plugwitz.
Yeah, he must do work around here or something. I see him zipping around a lot.
Well, I hope he's doing work. He couldn't be bothered to show up for Star Blast.
I think he's a courier service at this point in his own book.
So then we see Quasar just go up a couple floors. I don't know him all that well. I'll spare him a farewell. But I really wanted to say goodbye to Ben and the Fantastic Four while I'm here. Hello, Torch. I'm not here for a fight. I want to talk to Ben.
Alias the Thing.
I mean, unless this is your first comic, how do you not know Ben is the Thing? Come on, hot stuff.
Oh, hey, you're supposed to. But you didn't finish You stopped at the note.
Oh, sorry. He around?
Afraid not. He's out. Didn't say where he was going. Is it urgent? You want us to send up the FF flare?
No, it's not urgent. Just tell him I stopped by and said hi, okay?
You got it.
Should we attack now?
No, not with other superhumans about. We can afford to be patient. And I love how the color of his speech bubbles changes.
Yellow.
It was getting serious. So then he goes see him flying over Avengers Mansion, which, looks like Avengers Bunker in these days.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Avengers Mansion. I don't really want to say goodbye to anybody except Captain. Oh, I want to say goodbye to anybody except Captain America. Probably don't even know half the team these days.
But hey, the Black Widow's finally shown up somewhere.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll call and see if he's there.
Avengers Headquarters speaking. Avengers Headquarters, Black Widow speaking.
Miss Romanoff, I was expecting Peggy Carter.
Quasar, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were still even had your communicard. Peggy has the afternoon off.
I need to talk to Cap. You there?
He's on some solo mission. I can try to patch you through.
Quasar, how you doing, son? Okay, I just wanted to tell you that I was leaving Earth, maybe for good this time, and I had to say goodbye to you. You've always been an inspiration to me, and I've just wanted to make sure that I told you. You're a good man, Wendell. One of the best Avengers I've known. I'm proud to call you my friend. And see Quasar wiping a tear away. Man, it's probably a good thing I didn't see him in person. Probably start to fall, and he'd know what a total wuss I was.
There he is again, Father. Now?
Await my signal.
And hey, there's Spider-Man. We were never that close. You know, just shared one Marvel team up and one Quasar 7.
Oh, and
He snowplowed in a web of Spider-Man.
Marvel Team Up Annual number 5.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I just always
crown.
I just always remember the Marvel 113 for some reason.
Yeah.
Baby's first comic.
My spider sense tingling like a bowl of ripe jalapenos. What's your hassle? It's not tingling anymore. Then it wasn't him.
No hassle, man. I was just coming over to say hi.
Hi yourself. Again, another superhuman would have intruded. We had best wait until he is out of the hotbed of superhumanity.
Take care of yourself, Spidey.
What was that about? What was he really trying to tell me?
And in upstate New York. Upstate New York. Project Pegasus. I can say goodbye to both the Squadron and Kismet all in one stop. But
Quasarino, what brings you, besides Quantum Energy, of course?
Well, for starters, I wanted to check on Kismet's cocoon.
Oh, no. I thought you'd been notified.
Of what?
Her cocoon was, abducted about 2 days ago.
She means the Star Blast. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, issue 57, Raccoon. Okay, I don't know.
Abducted? How did it happen? Who did it? Have you searched for her?
Whoa.
Quasar, you beat Hyperion back from your mission in your space mission. She means the Star Blast saga, Moonrock. I just heard from him. Some aliens named the Shi'ar are going to be dropping him off on Earth in the next week.
Speaking of space, the other reason I stopped by is to tell you guys I'm heading off into the void in a few hours, and there's a fair possibility I won't return into these parts in a long time. In any event, I hope you make it back to your rightful universe soon.
Jeez. So long, Quasar.
Take care.
Goodbye. I'm very familiar with Kismet's energy signature. If she's anywhere on Earth, I should be able to find her.
Even in this remote place, there are superhumans about. Why is he paying short visits upon so many of them?
It does not matter. If we are patient, the perfect opportunity will come.
About 1,000 miles westward, her energy signature is strongest here. Kizzy, what have you gotten yourself into? Yep, goes into a familiar-looking factory. Kismet.
Quasar?
Wow, you look different. Great. But what happened? And I don't have a girlfriend right now. What happened?
I recovered from the wounds incurred at the hands of your woman friend and summoned and emerged from my cocoon in this slightly altered state.
Give her a perm.
Yeah.
I see. So what are you doing here?
I am waiting for my fathers to revive. I have placed them in resuscitative cocoons.
Your fathers?
Yes, the men who grew me in a test tube.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I was very sorry about what happened to you. I hope you didn't think I abandoned you like I did Makari.
And Kayla.
Oh, anyway, I'm going back out. I'm going back out into space again. I'd like you to come along if you'd like.
Thank you, but no. I'm going to wait for my fathers to revive before deciding what next to do.
Then I guess this is goodbye. And 200 miles east of Quasar.
He is moving once again, daughter. I sense his energy coming closer.
Should we attack him here? Surely there are no superhumans out here to interfere.
Not while he is flying. He possesses greater speed than ourselves. Wait until he alights.
Kismet seemed very changed, distant. I'm relieved she's all right, though. Her injuries were in a way my fault. If I hadn't given Kayla the star brand, Kayla, I left the hardest stop to last. Her family's house. She seemed to fly to Staten Island. I'd rather face Maelstrom than her dad. What am I going to tell him? He makes a quantum-handed knock.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't be.
Who are you supposed to be?
A friend of your daughter's, Quasar, used to be in a band.
I ain't got no daughter. I threw her out. Now go away.
I will, sir, as he puts his foot in the door. But I have something to tell you first about your daughter. Your daughter's not going to come home again, sir, ever. She's on another world, and there's not a force in the universe strong enough to get her free.
What? What kind of cock and bull story is that? My baby ain't coming home no more? You filthy son of a... You murdered my little girl, didn't you?
No, sir, I didn't, but I am to blame for...
Murderer. Give you what you've done. I want my baby back.
I want my baby back.
Baby back, baby. Exactly what I was thinking.
I'm sorry. That's sad.
Sorry, yes.
So yeah, her dad tackles him in the sidewalk. There's a million ways I could stop him, but I think he's entitled to take out his rage on me.
Let us help you, comrade.
Huh?
So this is the mighty Quasar being pummeled by a balding, overweight civilian.
Oh?
Never mind that, Mr. Ballantyne. Just get out of the way, quickly.
You are not going to flee from our final confrontation, American. The force dome my daughter is erecting will see to it.
Darkstar is his daughter? Whoa! Darkstar, we were allies. What's this about?
You don't even know, don't you? You couldn't be bothered to learn. You just use your allies and throw them away.
Learn what?
My brother Mikhail is dead. He died on that mission you took us on.
He did? I've been so preoccupied with Kayla, I never even got back in touch with all my allies, or any of them. I'm so sorry, Darkstar. You've got to believe me. I didn't know that would happen.
It's too late for apologies. It's too late for everything save vengeance.
Hurling Dark Force at me. One of the few things my quantum force has no control over. My densest shield barely stopped him.
You talked me out of revenging myself upon you once before. And this is, back in issue number 46, Round the Clock. Round the Clock, actually. And this is what I get? You killing my only son?
I swear to you, sir, I didn't know Vanguard was your son, and I didn't mean for him to die. I didn't force him to come along. He volunteered. Tell him, Darkstar.
He died while serving your cause. You are to blame. You must pay. Do not think about escape. If you flee, I shall hunt down your family and slay one of them in your stead. I can't read today.
That did it, you bulb-headed bozo. You had me feeling pretty miserable for whatever part I played in your tragedy. But you dare threaten my family, and my sympathy for you vanishes. You got me mad, mister.
and elsewhere on the island.
What in blue blazes? I make a delivery. Nova's got a messenger's business going. Mike and Nova. I turn around and the sky's black as ink. Wait a minute. Houses and trees are cut in half. It's a solid black dome. Must be Dark Force. Because he has somebody that knows Dark Force on New Warriors, right? Isn't it Silhouette?
I think so, yeah.
Which one of the many Dark Force beings I know is doing it? Blackout, Cloak, Darkling, Lightning, or something in that direction? Better check it out. Nothing I know of can get through this gunk.
And
I can teleport out of any containment vessel, you concoct killer. Let's see if you can too.
if I quantum jump in Earth's atmosphere, I blow holes in the ozone.
Except he doesn't.
Yeah.
Ha! My nuclear energy shattered your sphere and irradiated half the population. There's going to be a whole new batch of mutants born after this.
Don't care.
I thought Darkstar was one of the good guys. What's this? Oh, sorry. What's this? Darkstar and some guy with a bigger bucket head than mine pounding on Quasar? I thought Darkstar was one of the good guys. 2 against 1 doesn't seem fair to me. Seem fair to you? What is another superhuman? Not just any superhuman. I'm the man called Hey. You nearly singed me.
Mikhail was the one person in the world I was closest to, and you took him away. I hate you, Quasar, as I've never hated anyone ever before.
Look, I can see why you'd be upset. I've lost a number of people close to me in my day, too. But you have to believe me, I didn't mean for it to happen. I picked you and Vanguard because I figured you two could look after yourself. Starry blast from above winged me. Nova?
You insult my brother's memory by saying he was unfit to look after himself.
Jesus, hitting it with solid Dark Force. Yeah. Man, I'm in a major no-win situation here. I'm not going to convince her I'm anything other than grossly negligent. And they look like they're not going to let up until they kill me. If I defeat them, haul them into the quantum zone like I did with Presence the last time, for instance, they'll only escape eventually. And when they do, they'll kill my mom or sis if they can't find me. So what do? Think of something. Hey, Nova. Thanks for coming to bail me out, but you shouldn't have. You can back off now. I deserve the beating these two were giving me.
What sort of trick is Quasar playing?
Presence, I've decided to take my punishment like a man. Do whatever you two wish with me. I won't resist. I'll even drop my protective aura.
Now, my daughter, with all your might.
They both do like to let him have it.
Yow!
Yeah, you see a couple bands dropping.
Mhm.
Piece of cake.
We disintegrated him. We must have. He could not have teleported away without the quantum bands. We've avenged Mikhail. Quays? You stinking murderers? Oh, Christ, they blinked out in a dark force burst.
And with Darkstar's disappearance, her dome evaporates to reveal...
Hey, it's Nova!
Holy, the Warriors, Avengers, Fantastic Four. Guess this 30-block blackout didn't go unnoticed.
What happened?
Quasar was jumped by 2 super yahoos. One was Darkstar, the other, I think, Quasar called Presence. I'm not sure, but I think they disintegrated him. They took his power bands and blipped off.
The blonde punk only got what was coming to him.
Quasar dead? Is it possible?
The outermost edge of Earth's atmosphere, PCA, quantum jump. Blew a hole in the ozone, but I guess there could have been a whole lot more damage if the fight had continued. Hate having to leave like this with everyone thinking I'm dead, but if anyone on Earth knows I'm alive, Presence may read his mind and make good on his vow to go after my family. Sure hope the duplicates of the quantum bands I fashioned out of quantum energy hold up to his inspection. They're non-functional, of course, but maybe Prez will surmise that the blast they gave me burnt them out or something. Better not look back. Gotta get as far away from here as I can, so there's no detecting me. Earth should be in good hands with guys like Nova ready and able to step in. I don't think my power will be missed. Goodbye, Mother Planet. This native sun is leaving your nest for good. Please, everyone, be well, and don't think badly of me. I didn't succeed in everything I set out to do, but I tried my best. What more could I do? Thus ends this chapter in the saga Earth's cosmic champion, Wendell Vaughn. Come on, Wendell Elvis Vaughn. Come on. Son of Gilbert and Lisa Vaughn, ex-SHIELD agent, ex-Avenger, former protege of Eon, and appointed protector of the universe. The next chapter will be written in the stars.
They didn't mention Project Pegasus in that. They should have.
Oh, former security chief.
Yeah.
Security chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if they would have the letters pages, I don't know. Because Grunwald had a short little message at the end in the letters page. Pains me up to write, Mark Grunwald said, it pains me not to write this, but this is the last issue of Quasar for the foreseeable future. Wherever. Low sales, the nemesis of all comic books, good and bad, have finally done us in, and not even a crossover with the FF and Namor to pull us out of the nosedive. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the fantastic templars I've worked with on this series. Paul Ryan, Mike Manley, Craig Capullo, Andy Smith, Steve Lytle, Grant Neum, John Hebink, a bunch of small inkers, including Danny Belandi, Harry Candelario, Ralph Cabrera, and Aaron McClellan, and especially my two series-long stalwarts, letterer Janice Chiang and colorist Paul Beckton, for hanging in there with me. You guys are the best. I had a blast writing this series, and I think I managed to turn out a whopping good yarn here and there, as well as providing an alternative to all the attitude-heavy heroes so prevalent these days. A 5-year run is quite respectable in this day and age, I'd say. Those of you who are still regular readers, I thank you very much for your continued support and direct you to look to the next issue box at the end of this page. Keep cosmic, my friends. Mark Rudolph. And Matt, like I was telling Will when we're before we jumped on, next issue box says there is no next issue. However, Quasar will return as 1/7 of a new team of Cosmos Busters known as the Starfighters later this year.
Starfighters, not to be
right.
not quite to be.
They weren't 7 on that team though either.
I don't remember. Yeah, I'd have to look up Star Masters because the Star Masters first showed up. Did they first show up in Cosmic Powers Unlimited and then go into the Star Masters series, or did they show?
I think wasn't Star Masters like 2 or 3 issues, and then it jumped to Cosmic Powers Unlimited.
That may have been the order of it. Yeah, I'd have to look.
But yeah, because it was just wasn't Quasar, Beta Ray Bill, Silver Surfer. There's someone else.
He had some.
And a raccoon.
Didn't they have a Rigelian and a couple of Skrulls, maybe, or some shapeshifters?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Let's see.
I thought like Rocket Raccoon jumped on board or something at one point.
Here we go. Well, the issue number 1 on the cover is just Silver Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, and Quasar. It said, yeah, Silver Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, and Quasar join forces to save Earth from utter annihilation. Yeah, because they wouldn't be like a bigger team until what? Not Annihilated?
Yeah, the big team was in the Annihilators.
Oh yeah, there's like two new characters jump in. Yeah, a man and a woman.
Let me look up. It was Cosmic Powers Unlimited number 4, I think.
Maybe, yeah. It took up the numbering where they let Star Masters left off.
So it had 5 issues, and let's see, number 3 was the Silver Surfer. 4 was the Star Masters wraparound cover. Yeah, so it continued into this, and then number 5, I think.
Yeah, and then after that, I mean, we really didn't see much of Quasar. I mean, there's Guardians of the Galaxy issues we covered, but then after that, I mean, really didn't see him until after Heroes Reborn.
Yeah, it was when Wade was writing Fantastic Four, I think, with Mike Wieringo as the artist, because they had the Galactus story, and Quasar showed up for that, I think.
Yeah, well, that was after Heroes Reborn too. So yeah.
As far as Heroes Well, okay, before then he would have showed up in Heroes Return in the Avengers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Tana Nile was the Rigelian. And then Zenith, I think, was one of the newer characters. I don't remember if he was a Skrull. One was a Skrull pretending to not be a Skrull, but then they found out it was. We'll get to him, right?
Conan, do you have Marvel Age number 140?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. What's on the cover of it?
I don't know, but just in the letter column, Grunwald said, check out my last March for March column in Marvel Age 140, because he said, I don't know if he mentioned something.
That's the final issue.
Oh, is it?
It's the final issue of Marvel Age, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't.
It has.
I wasn't sure if saying his last column or just the last one I did.
Spidey 2099 is on the cover of one of them.
Yeah. And
then the other one has Marvel Action Hour. One's the direct and one's the newsstand, I think.
Yeah. So
one has Greg and Tim Hildebrandt with Spidey 2099 painting on it. The other one has Modok, and it looks like Mr. Galactus. It's just got a bunch of random characters on it: Doom and Namor and Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Galactus, Silver Surfer.
So it's looking like in the last issue of Marvel Age, he did a column about the last issue of Quasar. So
nice.
I'll have to hunt that one down too.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you guys think of this? I mean, it's always bugged me. I'm like, he was going to space anyway. Why did we have to do the presence thing? To make it have him look like he's running with his tail between his legs. It's still,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He was leaving anyway. I mean, he should have left on his own term.
Mm-hmm. There's one of the covers, and I'll copy the other one for you.
Okay.
I mean, it's a bittersweet and a somber way to end a storyline. A personal, it's like this is like a pretty big choice. He's basically exiling himself into the unknown, and so it's gonna be hard to please everybody in the way out with how he does it anyway. Does he say goodbye? Does he just leave? The fact that he's leaving anyway is kind of a downer, and that there's nothing here. He ultimately failed a close friend that he brought into his life and place of work and then superhero world. So he's going through some rough emotions in this that are kind of not brought up to the surface as much throughout the issue.
And I wonder if that was kind of Grunwald's plan for this issue anyway, even if it wouldn't have been the last issue.
Oh, to take him out into space.
Take him out into space, because he was using the presence and Darkstar to do that. I mean, he killed Vanguard in Star Blast for this purpose, right? So maybe it was to do something, and then the book got canceled, and then he migrated that over to the Star Masters or whatever. So I mean, I don't know. That's all supposition. I have no inside baseball there.
I mean, I get the business end, but it's like, why the last issue? Why did he have to? It seemed like he's like running away, in fear.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that does kind of make sense. I mean, I feel like Grunwald had more plans for him.
Yeah,
and then ultimately we lost.
But again, he was leaving the planet anyway. He didn't need it.
Mm-hmm. I guess he wanted to go ahead and follow through with what he set up. Why did Vanguard get killed? But if he wasn't going to come back to him, then maybe put him back. Maybe reset his, status quo.
Yeah.
Since I think he was gonna, he felt like it was coming back to it. Why not go ahead and make some pretty radical changes? Now, you're right. It's pretty much of a downer. It really is a kind of a...
You take the presence out, and the next guy, if anyone comes in and wants to use Quasar, they can bring him back to Earth easy enough. Now it's like, well, what about the presence?
Yeah, well, and ultimately the presence was absent. Ha! ultimately the presence didn't really matter because Vanguard came back to life at some point. So it didn't matter at all.
Oh yeah, and one of those heroes returning. I think someone even says, "Oh, what about the presence? Oh, the presence disappeared or something."
Well, yeah, he shows up in later Avengers.
Yeah.
With the Hulk, Alan Davis issues, I think, which are beautiful.
Oh,
Alan Davis is an art god.
The whole radioactive,
Yeah.
All right, so you guys want to hear what Ray had to say?
Yes, please.
Like I said, Ray, this might be the first time Ray was reading it, so probably fresh. All right, everyone. For those of you who don't know, our friend Ray from Australia had some shrimp on the barbie for Christmas. That's right. Told us so. But yes, big podcaster, host of such shows as Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her, a Spider-Woman podcast. You can hear him last Tuesday of every month talking Scarlet Spider with me and Matt Kona, Big Daddy Kona. All right, and of course, Into the Night, the premier Moon Knight podcast. All right, Ray. Hopefully, I'm sure it's disappointed you, but let's see how much. Okay. Yep. Put it through the. I'll put it through the mixer. Right.
Hello, Quantum Zoners. This is Ray, and a momentous occasion. Looking at the final issue 60 of Quasar. My gosh, I'm so happy that I finally can say that I've read the whole run now. And a very interesting last issue by Grunwald. I'm pretty curious as to know what you guys make of it, because I thought the premise was dead simple, right? It was very much an elongated farewell, it's a real wrap up, I think, to the issue, because we see past characters that have featured in the series, like Presence of Prez, Darkstar, that sort of stuff. But we also see the other heroes like the Fantastic Four, Quasar wanting to get in touch with Ben Grimm, which I thought was a nice touch, because I'm assuming the Marvel 2-in-1 potentially, and also the interaction that they had in Fantastic Four. And also it was very interesting again to see Spider-Man. I guess they chucked him in there because he's like the face of Marvel. Really just Quasar going through all his goodbyes before he's decided to go off planet. Fair enough, I think. But I'm also thinking, like, he's the protector of the universe. I mean, Earth is part of the universe as well. So surely it's not a farewell, I guess, because the universe is so big. He'd have to cover so many galaxies and stuff that it may be a long time before he comes back to Earth. But, certainly it wouldn't seem to me, I would feel, to be a final goodbye. But anyway, it kind of built on that theme for this issue, and I thought it was a decent enough issue. I didn't have any qualms with it. Grunwald even managed to fit in a confrontation there towards the end between Presence, Darkstar, and Quasar. Of course, and Nova as well featured in it. I guess they kind of popped him in there because of his cosmic aspects or cosmic connection as well. But the finale, I guess, of Quasar disintegrating, let's say that like in air quotes, and him just escaping, a bit of a sad ending as he leaves, and it's always sad to read the last page, and I did appreciate the text at the bottom as well, saying this is the final thing, and his adventures will be written in the stars. It does give a kind of a tinge of sadness to it, almost like that Marvel won't be touching this character for a bit, at least for a solo series. We know that. So I'd give this one the art as well, I thought was decent. Again, not my favorite, but I think it did enough here. If anything, he drew a really cool Spider-Man, I thought. I guess I should mention also the revisiting of Kayla, and what she, again, we don't see her, but I guess she gets a lot of mention. She gets mentioned a lot. Sorry, and it's really eating away at Quasar's, at Wendell's mind, that what he did to her. And who knows? She might be enjoying herself in that world. Well, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, so Kayla's dad as well. That was a nice. It was good to see him meet up with her dad and have to tell him about Kayla's, I guess, demise, so to speak. Also, the catching up with his mom and his sister. That was quite sad at the beginning. So it was good. It kind of rounded out really well. Even Kismet was there. Their hair was looking really funky. But yeah, I enjoyed a B for me for this one. I would say the series ended in a fizzle, but it certainly did kind of plateau, so to speak, towards the end. It was like revving.
Star Blast.
In the first half of the whole series, and then it kind of idled and just cruised in slowly towards the end. But yeah, that was a good ending. This one should be a fun one. A lot of characters here to voice, so I'll be reading along whilst you guys do a read through as well. Anyway, all the very best. I can't wait to see what is above and beyond for the Quantum Zone. I know there's a lot of good stuff ahead, like the Squadron Supreme, so I'm looking forward to that. But very happy and a little melancholy that this series has ended. Anyway, I'll catch you later.
Catch a drop there. So yes, that's right. So if you want to know what the Squadron Supreme was like on their home world, come back in 2 weeks. But yeah, next week will be our big retrospective.
And Ray was really right. I would even extend it. I said the first 2/3 of this series are just absolutely awesome.
Exactly.
And then it got derailed by Infinity War and Starbrand and Star Blast.
It seems like a bunch of like.
It was Starstruck.
Struck pretty hard.
Like a lot of books that ended around this time. It seems like maybe they just like, oh yeah, you gotta end them like now, because like remember when we did those Guardians of the Galaxy issues, like the last one of that, it seemed to end pretty abruptly and
it's never actually been followed up on. That's something I think is certainly fodder for future stories.
Nova's book should end or Quasar's. But yeah, Ray was generous with his B. I don't know if I'd give it a B.
Well, and we were talking, about Avengers Return, Heroes Return, Avengers, the Fantastic Four with Wade and Ringo. But it was pretty hit and miss until Annihilation. There was not a lot of Quasar appearances. I mean, most of them were probably when reprints were released, collecting earlier issues that he may have appeared in, Avengers or something.
Well, like you were saying, like those Avengers Heroes Return issues. I mean, yeah, he's there. I mean, I'm glad he's there, but a lot of it is just like a background character.
Well, I mean, he does. Busiek had him be one of the characters that heard the call.
Yes.
And I think that's spot on. Being an Avenger meant a great deal to him, and that's what the call was about. Was who it meant to, and then of course what we got with Hawkeye and then the Thunderbolts was awesome. So yeah, I mean it was. But after the Maximum. No, what was
Maximum?
What was the crossover? Jerry Ordway did the art. Earth was turned into a prison planet. It was during Busiek's run.
Was it Maximum Security or something?
Maximum Security, yeah. And he actually saves the day there and has to be exiled off the planet for reasons which we won't go into.
Because he gets a giant ego.
Yeah. And I'm not ever sure. I mean, because we get Ego again in the Nova run, I'm not sure it was really ever dealt with.
I mean, eventually he dies, and
Yeah, and maybe that's when Ego got released. I don't know. Yeah, that's strange. Because he does come back to Earth during the Kang War, I think, and he's okay at that point. I don't remember. We'll get there eventually.
I'd say probably between the end of this issue and up until Annihilation. I mean, so many different hands were dealing with Quasar. Like something would happen and no one else would pick it back up. Or,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we got 40 really, really, really good issues. And we got 20, for the most part, good, solid, okay issues. There were some one-offs here and there that weren't necessarily that great. And even Star Blast was them trying something.
Yeah.
It didn't try very hard. As I sit here, armchair quarterbacking, the entire thing. But
and I mean the Infinity War stuff. Like I remember reading somewhere, like someone was like, "Yeah, Grumor was like, they told him, oh, you have to kind of like kill off Quasar again in Infinity War," and he's like, "I just did that in Cosmos and Collision. I got to do it again." Like,
yeah,
like 15 issues later.
Of course, it did lead to the White Room, which was then picked up by Guardians of the Galaxy, and we got the reveal of Starhawk's parents, which is pretty cool.
All right, I don't know when we'll ever get back to the White Room. So, Will, the White Room with what?
Black curtains, right?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So, anything else, gentlemen?
Oh man, pour a little something out. Say some last words, and 60 issues, 5 years. So that's a run,
Yeah, I was looking at, lots of people like to, Quasar. He only had a book because everybody had a book in the 90s. I'm like, first off, no. Second off, there's very few series, and don't forget that screwy legend, legacy numbering stuff. The series began, the series ended. There were not a lot of series that lasted 60 issues or more for Marvel, period.
I mean, Jessica Drew's original series only lasted 50. Thunderstrike, 24, I think. I don't think it was 25.
I mean, you're looking at like Spectacular Spider-Man, which was in the 100, 100, 200 something.
That's Spider-Man, though.
Yeah, I mean, there just weren't a lot of series that lasted 60 plus issues, and so that puts him up there in my mind as, hey, he headlined a series for 60 issues, and not many characters have done that. Now, he's not Wolverine headlining 8 issues and starring in 4 different teams and having multiple clones or something, but it's not accomplishment that should be taken lightly, I don't think.
And like I told you, it's Protector of the Universe numbers because Marvel got 62 issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Grunwald made a point of that when you were reading his comments. Less than nice heroes, heroes with attitude. This was the 90s, grimdark era. Everybody had to be, Wolverine and Ghost Rider and all the the dark anti-hero types. And when you get right down to it, I think I've said this before, Quasar is really a Silver Age DC hero in the Marvel universe.
And it was 94. I mean, then the next year or two they were going to cancel half their line, half in the line. So
and give the Avengers and the Fantastic Four and Captain America and what was the other book?
There was
Iron Man,
yeah, Fantastic Four and Avengers
to Image basically. And while we got some interesting and beautiful stuff, beautiful artwork out of that,
and Rob Liefeld,
and yeah,
I mean, give Captain America big boobs and little feet.
It was an interesting experiment, and then we got Heroes Return, which was Busiek and Perez on Avengers. Yes,
brought Mark Waid back to Captain America. Yeah,
Busiek and Sean Chen on
Iron Man.
Iron Man. which is a good run. And I think it was Claremont and was it Sal LaRocca on Fantastic Four?
Maybe, yeah.
And actually, Claremont brought Kismet back, although she wasn't Kismet then. She was.
It's just,
what was she called? I can't remember even what she was called.
Barely recognizable, yeah, because no mention of like any of the stuff we got here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I was going to say next week we can cover a lot. We're going to cover a lot of stuff because we're going to do our perspective on the first 25, the first solid 25.
That's right.
I'll have my list out, so maybe we'll, quickly divert to some of the other like Avengers books and stuff we covered back then, and Project Pegasus.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and he's been a part of a lot of really good stories. I mean, Cosmos. Because I've never said this before, but Cosmos and Collision is the best Marvel cosmic, period. I'm sure you guys have never heard me say that, right?
It's a rumor mill.
It's a rumor.
You're confirming it. So this is an exclusive, this episode.
But I mean, the Project Pegasus saga, that includes him. The Heroes Return Avengers, the Wade on the Fantastic Four. There's lots of really kind of great classic stories that have him as part of the storyline. The Serpent Crown in Marvel Team Up.
Again,
that's not.
He's great under the when he's written by a good writer. I mean, come on, Marvel, give this character to a good writer. Will already.
I would not turn that down. I might even do it for free.
Oh, Marvel, you can't pass that up. And then me and Matt Cohn will be texting him every 2 seconds. Hey, why don't you put this?
What's going to happen? Because I need to. Yeah, let's get all the people in here.
Hey, that way you get your daily text from Matt Kona. Hey, when's Eternity Century coming up?
That's right. He's coming out. He's in the first issue, man. First issue.
The whole gang. Showdown on New Year's Eve. Y2K.
But yes, I was looking at the list. So yeah, Quasar 25 we did on episode 65. So yeah, so we can go over the first 65 episodes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Lots of Avengers and Project Pegasus in there.
We hadn't done Galactic Storm yet, so we had done the Did we done the crossing line?
Crossing line. Cupcakes, Will. Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. We did the cupcakes. Oh wow, yeah, that's good times. Good times.
I think it was Collection Obsession in there too. Ray's favorite. All right. So send your thoughts on all the old stuff, the first 25 issues of Quasar, our early works. Like I said, we got written feedback from Sochin who I'll read next episode. So
nice.
Awesome.
So you can send in your feedback. Email us at lunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow our Facebook group, Grimold Groupies. You can find links to all of our shows, all the social media, links to the YouTube channel, links to merch, links to Patreon, links to everything, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors. Speak Audio and Hunt the Killer. Use the code Southgate for discount codes and codes. Pod Life the book, learn all about podcasting, now digital paperback, and get that on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that armored fellow, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. You're weak sauce. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
All right, Matt Kona. What are you up to besides creating new life?
You can find me at Matt Kona. If you have any parenting advice, just give it to me and I'll do it. I'll do whatever anybody on the internet tells me to do when it comes to raising a child. So find me on Twitter. See you then.
All right. I'll give it to you. Hey, Lilith. Matt Kona's created new life.
Suck it, Lilith.
See you later, bunkies.
All right. Go all red. Master of the Quantum Zone. When am I getting my crossover division?
Very soon. Very soon. You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED. That's at Twitter and Gmail and Facebook and all those places. You can also find information about what Phil just mentioned, Crossover Division, which is my latest book that was a successful Kickstarter just last month, and will hopefully be shipping fairly soon. I think I posted in the update that the last page of art is hopefully coming within the next day or two. So we'll get it lettered and then printed, and I'll be packaging stuff up. But yeah, Crossover Division. So you can find me at crossoverdivision.com, willallred.com, or also Diary of Night, which is my other work, diaryofnight.com, which is art by Gene Gonzalez. And of course, there's all kinds of really cool stuff at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
That was just a really nice package.
I'll put it in my navel.
That's the one I was waiting for.
Boys, look at the party. I love the party.
All right. Can't believe we're at 60 already.
Mm-hmm. What a ride. What a ride.
It just started. Again, retrospective next week for the big 150. And then we start our Squadron Supreme run.
And then some Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Throwing some Quasar appearances.
Have some early Quasar appearances. See, there's my gift to Matt Kona. Yeah, we're gonna get some of those Dazzler issues eventually.
Thank you. Let's do it.
Eternity Centuries coming up in April on some of those. Yes.
Yeah.
2021 is the year of Kona. Everything's coming up there. All right, everyone. Don't be like Quasar. Don't run away. Come back next week. And remember, Quantum Zoners, don't piss off the Russians.